Alright, so you want some advice. You came to the right place. This is likely to be totally useless advice. But it could also be the most important advice you will ever receive. This is the kind of guidance that will set you on your path. If you have just been transported to another world. Transported to another world, isekai'd, transmigrated, reincarnated, summoned, fell into a hole, and now you're in a new world. What do? First, you have to determine if you have superpowers. Now, ideally, you're given a choice. So first thing that happens is you don't actually go to the new world. First thing you do is you appear in some blank white space, and there is some mysterious entity in front of you. Maybe it takes the form of some bearded old guy who's got a toga on and like a staff. Classic. Maybe it's like a cat with like a halo around, and it's got, like multicolored eyes that are like swirling galaxies. That's pretty cool. Anyway, you are amazed. But stay calm. Because the next bit of your interaction is going to be very important. Now, potentially, this entity doesn't give a crap about you one way or the other, and is going to just slap you with whatever they feel like slapping you with. But you might be able to negotiate. You might be able to be a nice, fun, interesting, cool guy, and get a little bit of service from this mysterious entity. You don't know, maybe it's bored. So you want to be nice. You want to be fun. They can probably read your mind, so stay on task. Stay on target. Alright? You want to be thinking of, alright, I'm in a very strange situation. What can I get out of it? Now, if you're lucky, you're going to be given a choice. What do you want as your cheat skill? What do you want to be enhanced about you? How do you want to live your life in this new world? Maybe you're given some degree of information about this new world that you're going to. If so, you can target specific things. If you're going to a world of sword and sorcery, magic, these types of things, you've got the ability to go, hey, look, you know what? I would like magic talent. Incredible, wonderful, magical talent. That's great. What about your magic capacity? Is that going to be able to keep up? What if magic in that world is not really all that useful? It's not all that flexible, adaptable. It's just, you can light a match with your finger. Yeah. It's not nothing, but might not necessarily be the way you want to live your life. So, what do you go for? Do you go for something physical? Knowing that, okay, hey, look, you know what? I can rely on myself. So I want to be strong. And let's say you're going to be supernaturally strong. You're going to be 100 times stronger than the strongest human being. It's not nothing. But is it enough to survive? Maybe you go to a world like this, where, physical strength is kind of meaningless in any kind of wartime situation. You're not beating people up anymore. You got guns. You're 100 times stronger than the strongest human being that's ever lived. guess what? You get shot in the face, you're still dead. And that's probably what's going to end up happening. So, completely useless. You're 100 times faster than the fastest human being that's ever lived. That's better. That's better. You can always run away real quick. That's pretty good. But are you faster than some space bugs that are going to come after you? Are you going to be able to outrun them forever? No, probably not. Probably not. And this is where you have to ask yourself, will this skill, will this superpower, will this cheat allow me to live and hopefully live well in the Warhammer 40k universe? This is the litmus test all cheats should be put to. Because if you are able to survive and live well in the 40k universe, you are set, baby. You are set. You are so good to go. It's crazy. So, what do you go for? Now, I think most people would go for the maximum cheat level that they could possibly achieve. And there are absolutely instant win abilities if you've got access to them. If you've got access to something like total time manipulation, space manipulation, reality warping, of course, pick that. You win. You win immediately. Okay? Clearly the correct move. But you're probably not going to have access to that. If you do, great. Like I said, go for it immediately. Do not hesitate. It might have been a glitch, might have been a bug. They might have forgot that they added that to the list, and you need to snatch it up quick as humanly possible. All right? If nothing else, they might be like, well, that wasn't supposed to be on there, so we'll take it away. We can't give you that, but we'll give you a little extra bonus, this and that. So, barring those instant win abilities, which you should be aware of, but again, let's go through some of them. All right. I think any large-scale manipulation ability of concepts is pretty much an instant win, or at the very least a major guarantor of safety and pleasure, good life. Anything that will allow you to manipulate reality at a large scale is fantastic, but even to an unlimited degree at a small scale, that is also perfect. If you can only manipulate reality of yourself, your own physical form, like unlimited shape-shifting, that's an instant win. You take that. Take it immediately. Grab it. Grab it with both hands, never let go. So, barring those, step down. They're not God tier, but they're incredibly good. What do you want? Do you want something that will give you more experience points? You have an experience point multiplier. That's pretty good. You've been transported to the world of Elden Ring. You now have, every time you kill an enemy, you get 100 times more runes or souls or whatever. You get stronger really fast. You can get really strong. That's really good. Does it allow you to survive 40k? You're now able to learn skills 100 times faster. You progress 100 times faster or anything. So instead of taking 10,000 hours to master a skill, shooting a bolter, wielding a chain sword, it only takes you 100 hours. You can master it in like a week. That's super great, man. That's awesome. But what happens if you don't have the time? What happens if you don't have the ability to train for 100 hours? What if you don't have any time at all? What if you're plopped onto a world that's about to get freaking exterminatus? You know, they're dropping nukes, they're dropping virus bombs. You're toast. You're screwed. So, what do you pick? Where do you go? It's not a sexy ability. It's, in fact, I would say, an ability that we don't enjoy fantasizing about because it doesn't allow us to create a story in our heads of how we would survive and thrive and build ourselves up from nothing. But it is perhaps the best ability if you don't have a burning, non-stop ambition to rise to the absolute tippitiest of tops. Luck. Luckiness. Pick luck. Luck is gonna save your ass. Better lucky than good. That's what everybody says. It's true. I would rather be 100 times luckier than the luckiest human being that ever lived than 100 times smarter than the smartest human being that ever lived. 100 times faster than the fastest human being that ever lived. 100 times stronger than the strongest human being who's ever lived. Because guess what? I'm dropped into 40K universe. I go to sleep one night. I'm in my underwear, my PJs, whatever. I wake up. I'm in the 40K universe. Where did I get dropped? Am I on some distant planet? Am I on a ship in the warp? Am I on some derelict space hulk and there's gene stealer monsters roaming the halls? Am I on Terra? Am I on literally anywhere you could possibly be is a potentially horrifying fate instantly awaiting you. Oh, hey, guess what, dude? You are 100 times smarter than the smartest human being that's ever lived. You're a perfect candidate to have your brain scooped out, put into a mobile computer, and then slaved to that computer for the rest of your existence, which is going to be like thousands of years potentially. Okay? Oh, wow. All right. You've experienced a fate worse than death instantly because of your cheat skill. Screw that. You're 100 times stronger than the strongest human being ever. Are you even remotely close to as strong as a space marine? Baseline? No, you're screwed. Any alien that wants to kill you can do it easily, no problem. You're screwed. So what do? You pick luck. You're going to be lucky enough to wake up on Terra, on Earth. And you know what? You're going to be lucky enough to meet somebody who just so happens to have a language implant. You know, you get some translator microbes right away. So now you can speak the language because you couldn't before. They're not speaking English. Yeah, that's great. So now you're able to speak the language. And you know what? This guy's kind of nice. Takes a liking to you. Takes you under his wing. Maybe you're not going to be the tip-top best of the best. But you know what? You're going to live. And likely, to be perfectly honest, you're going to live very well because you're going to be lucky enough to, hey, you're going to win a lottery. You're going to have, some this and that drop out of the sky and give you a really nice little boon. You're not going to necessarily rise to the top, but you absolutely have at least as much capability of rising to the top in the majority of other worlds as you would with any of these other cheats. So my advice to you, go for luck. Ask for luck. Get your luck stat up. Go for luck, EX, S-Class, SSSS tier. That's what you want. Put all your points into luck. Okay? This is going to be the best choice you can possibly make. Now again, is this useful advice? Of course not. Right now. But But you don't know where you're waking up tomorrow. You don't know what's going to happen on your ride to work today. Maybe some, glyph appears under your car right as you're about to get in, and oh shit, you just been summoned. You just been transported. You just been transmigrated. You just got isekai'd, boy. So what do? Take my advice. Look at this. Look at this face. You know this face. It has thought on this long and hard. It has spent decades working this out. If you're going to trust somebody, trust me. This is what you want to do. All right. Good luck in all your endeavors. I hope you get isekai'd to, a nice place. Thank you for tuning in. And goodbye.